identified that character?
It is. It's so funny to see. I see things I do once, and I haven't seen those for 10 years or 15 years. So it's memories of those two actors I worked with. It's really nice.
Yeah, and that cast too. Jenna Rollins and Sean Connery
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Ellen Burstyn. I mean, really an incredible cast to be with in a movie like that.
Yeah, Jon Stewart was in it as well. Yeah, he was one of the companies.
My gosh.
No, it was great. It was a really fun movie. It was a nice character-driven piece we can all play.
And I love it too, because when you're on a set, you don't hear that music backing you, but boy, that score, you know, under the dialogue really is nice. And around that time, you also did Pushing Tin, a movie I really liked with John Cusack and, of course, Billy Bob Thornton. Yes. It was about air controllers. Yeah, and you fly airplanes yourself, don't you?
I do. It's been a little while. I've been home, but yeah, I do. I have a license to fly planes.
Why did you decide you wanted to fly airplanes?
I wanted to have a practical skill. Acting is such a vague profession. I did. I really wanted to. I really felt like I wanted to be able to do something, and it's not just emote and speak lines. You know, I wanted to that, and I do. I just love the air. I love the freedom of it. I love travel, and I wanted to experience that, and started it and loved it.
You got your license. Yeah, nice. Pushing Tin, can you tell us anything about that experience and doing that picture?
Well, it was, again, it was one of those Kate Blanchetts in that as
Yes.
well. She got to play a kind of white trash American, which was really funny. She was great. Just a great cast and really fun. Another one of those projects where we just get to play, and it's an interesting director, an interesting group, and I met Billy there, and I think of him as, you know, when I met him then, I'd seen Sling Blade, but he was such an amazing artist, and continue to. I think he's just wonderful, so it's great.
And around that time, you got to do Girl Interrupted, which is James Mangold, I thought, did an amazing job directing that, and you were wonderful as Lisa. Had you read the book?
I have read the book. I've been working on a play for a really long time about people in mental institutions, and so I've been researching it for something else.
What was it about that character? Because, you know, I thought the audience had a great deal of sympathy for her, whereas the film probably didn't, you know, intend to. Yeah.
I think because, well, in my mind, there was nothing wrong with her. She was honest. And I think, you know, you try complete honesty in the world today and everybody would call you crazy. But that's what she was. And she didn't really suffer people who were kind of whining about a situation or pretending to be something they weren't. She tended to call them out. So she was very antagonistic, but really I felt it was just a cry for just, God, can everybody just be real and open and stop playing games? And so that was her craziness, that was her desperation, and I found it kind of honorable in a weird way.
Do you have to find something to like about a character, even if it's not there in the script before you can play it? Is there something that, you know?
I'm trying to think if there's somebody I haven't liked, but yeah, I think so. Yeah, something. I mean, sometimes you play really bad people. I haven't really had the opportunity to play really bad people, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't want to. It doesn't mean I'd like them in the end. But I think sometimes you tend to, I don't know. I haven't done that. I've been fortunate, but it's been easy to like some of the people for me.
And Oscar night was certainly memorable there. Which I'm sure you remember that moment, winning the Oscar, and what was that like for you?
You know, all that stuff is just so surreal and so odd, but you know, from my mom who loved acting so much and it meant so much to her, it was so nice to be able to get off stage and call her, and she was crying and so happy, and so that's what makes it all fun.
Does that matter? What did that do to your career at that point to win an Oscar so early?
Well, I went off into Tomb Raider. Was my response to my serious acting career. It's one of those things that they tell you should do as an actor, you should accomplish. So I suppose in some way you feel like, oh, well, I guess I'm supposed to accomplish that. But it should never mean that much. It should never matter that much. But certainly it's nice when it happens and early on in your career. It helps you to rest at ease that you'll probably get another job.
And you gave that Oscar, I think, to your mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had that for a while. And, that must have made her really proud. We're going to see a clip, a really strong clip from Girl Interrupted right now. And also tied to it right after that is a movie called Bone Collector.
You're just pairing them, yeah. Right.
We'll talk about it in a little bit, but
That was the cutest face ever.